I expect everyone's familiar with this one, with the concept of having reviews of your product, customer reviews on a website. We do quite often hear sort of quite a lot of resistance to this sort of thing because people are worried about the effect of bad reviews. But the facts are, according to this survey here, which admittedly is done by a review provider, 63% of customers are more likely to buy from a site that's got user reviews of those products. 61% of customers do read the product reviews before actually buying. And according to this study, customers trust products and websites that have reviews 12 times more than those which don't. So, and finally, that statistic, on average, having customer reviews on your site will increase increase sales by up to 18%, according to these figures. Without a doubt, having customer reviews is a beneficial thing. They are, I mean, there's a number of different sort of benefits. One of them is for search engine optimization. People don't often think of this, but going back to that thing where I said duplicate content on your page, if you've got a product page that's got the same information as all of your competitors, well, unique written customer reviews is, it gives you unique content that gets you away from that whole duplicate content issue. It's also, as long as people do it regularly, gives you freshly updated content, because that's something else that Google is big on, seeing that your website's updated regularly. If you've got something where you're getting reviews every day or every week or whatever, it's fresh content for Google. One of the other big trends that we spot quite often is searches for products in Google, say a camera, particular type of camera. People will often search for the product name reviews, so Nikon camera reviews, because they're thinking about buying it and they want to read reviews about it first. If you've got reviews of that product on your site, it gives you more chance of showing up in the search engine for that particular phrase. And again, I expect you've probably seen in Google, when you do a search, quite often you get some of the results have got these yellow stars which show the star ratings in the search results. If you've got your reviews correctly configured and formatted, Google will just automatically pull your star ratings in to its search results. So it's not even as if the customer has to click through from Google to your site to see the ratings. And on average, those search listings, like I've got there as an example, with the yellow stars, are clicked on between 10 and 20% higher rates than those which don't. So if you can get these reviews on there, there's numerous benefits from the search engine's point of view. Don't worry too much about this whole thing about people putting bad reviews on. Obviously, too many bad reviews is not desirable, but a realistic mix of good and bad reviews for a particular product on your site increases the customer's trust in that product. It sort of gives credibility, whereby most customers probably expect that if you've got 15 positive, decent reviews of a product, that your chances are you've written them yourselves or that they're all faked. Get some bad ones in there, particularly bad ones where you can be seen to have responded if it's criticism. If a customer can come in, see somebody's had a problem, but you have then come in and answered that problem, and it's publicly available on the page, that can seriously help with your conversion rates again. A small number of bad reviews among good ones, again, according to a study, this is by a review supplier, 67% higher conversion rate on product pages that have a couple of negative reviews in amongst a load of good ones. 68% of customers trust good reviews more when they're mixed in with some bad ones. Like I said, though, of course, if you've got a problem with too many bad reviews, and that's not a desirable situation, but don't fear having bad reviews, and don't ever use that as a reason not to have customer reviews on your e-commerce site. I know from experience it can be remarkably difficult to get people to actually leave reviews unless they've had a bad experience, in which case it's all too easy for them. But trying to get people to come back and leave good reviews is a challenge. There's different ways of going about it. There are some, like this Review site, which is the one that's done this research that I was quoting. You can actually use their reviews. So they've got reviews for thousands of products. you can sign up to them, and it's kind of like a review syndication service, and that immediately gets you all of their reviews on your site. So that's one way of kind of instantly getting positive reviews onto your site. The downside of it is that they're the same reviews that appear on all of your competitors' sites, so there's a bit of a kind of a content duplication thing there, but it's a good place to start. You should always, if you're offering reviews, make sure that you're asking people for them in your order confirmation emails, or you can set up an automatic sort of trigger that 5 days after delivery of the product or whatever, you get an email sent to your customer automatically asking for a review, probably with an incentive that they're going to enter a prize draw or something like that, just to try and sort of get their interest really when otherwise they might not.